Welcome students to online classes. In the last online class, in the live class, what we have done, we have completed your last chapter, lines and angles, that is from your geometry. Now let us move to one more geometric topic, that is triangles. So dear students, you have know many figures, triangles, squares, rectangles, many geometric figures, you know. So now in that one of the figure is triangle. So what is triangle is? Can anyone tell me what is triangle? A triangle is two-dimensional closed figure with three sides and three angles, isn't it? So what we know, a triangle is a two-dimensional figure with three sides and three angles, isn't it? So, and in basics, we have learned that sum of all the angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degrees, that we have learned in lines and angles, calling it as angle sum properties, isn't it? So now if you have two triangles here, A, B, C, and D, triangle D, E, and F. So what we are seeing here on the board? We are seeing on the board that we have two triangles, ABC, and triangle DEF. My dear students, can you tell those two triangles as equal triangles? Can you? On the what properties we can tell that these two triangles are equal triangles? If three sides of one triangle is equals to three sides of corresponding three sides of another triangle, and three angles of one triangle is equals to corresponding three angles of another triangle, then we call these two triangles are equal triangles, isn't it? Yes, but we can't keep on checking every time that all the three properties, all the six properties satisfies these two triangles to become equal or not. So to overcome this, to checking the six properties every time to whether the triangles are equal or not, we are given as properties called congruency properties, congruencies. We are given a congruency. So before understanding what congruency is, let us take a small example. So my dear students, if you have a 5 rupees coin, what you can see, what shape is this? This is a circular in shape, isn't it? This is a circular in shape. And I have one more coin of rupees 2. You can see that if I compare these two shapes, both are circular shape, but when I place one after them over, I can see that rupees 2 coin is coming outside from the edges of 5 coins. So these two are the similar figures, but these two are not congruent figures. Similarly, if I have two 2 rupees coins of the same, if I put over them, they merge. You can't see the behind coin from this. So such figures are called as congruent figures because they have both shape and size are equal. Not only shapes, if the shapes are same, they are called as similar. If both shape and size are equal, we call it as a what? Congruent figures. Very good. Understood, students? What is the meaning of congruency? So now let us learn congruency in triangles. So definition for congruency in triangles. So what is the definition of congruency? Note it down. The congruency means a figure is said to be congruent. A figure is said to be a congruent if they have same shape and size. And you can take an example of triangle for this. Example 1, it is a triangle 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter and 5 centimeter. And I have another triangle 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter and some 6 centimeter. This is a triangle A, this is triangle B and this is triangle C. So when I see these two triangles A and B, I can see that the sides of the first triangle A is equals to the side of the triangle B. So these two triangles are congruent. When I compare the triangle A with triangle C, I can observe that the sides are not equal. So triangle A is not not congruent to triangle C. And these two are congruent to each other. See, for the congruency, we denote it by a symbol. This symbol is known as congruency. Understood, dear students? So now, criteria for congruency of triangles. So we can't keep on checking every time that three sides and three angles. So we have certain criterias whether to check those two triangles are congruent or not. So first congruency property is given through axiom. What axiom is? What is axiom? Yes, very good. Yeah, exactly. What it is? It is like axiom is a statement which is accepted without questioning and which is applicable to the branch of mathematics, isn't it? We call it as a axioms. So here you have given in your textbook, it is given that the first axiom is 7.1, axiom 1. It is a SAS axiom. SAS axiom or SAS congruency rule. SAS congruency rule. What does it states? SAS congruency, two triangles, two triangles, two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if two sides, and included angle of one triangle. See guys, whenever the triangle word comes, I will be using this symbol triangle. Okay, symbol triangle are equal to two sides and included angle of other triangle. What I said, I will be using this symbol. So from the next time, I will not be writing triangle, I will be writing this symbol, that you have to understand it is a triangle. So what does axiom says here? Two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if two sides, let us consider these two sides, AB and BC, two sides, and included angle. Which angle is included here? Angle B is included here. Of one triangle are equal to two sides, two sides and included angle of other triangle. Which angle is included here? Angle E is included here. Simple terms, two sides and one angle between them, two sides and angle between them is called as SAS congruency. Okay, understood? Very good. So now, note it down. Completed? Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next video. Okay.